Oh, I clicked that button.
ここにある超大小世事業もう一人の私につながる路地噛み合う運命にねじれていく歴史は闇に飲まれて戦いの先に何があるの見えるようで見えない真実はメタメタアルファドキドキバレラ限界のバリアのゴールだ握りしめた手のひらが作り上げた昨日たとえ何度食われても守り続けてたいから今の未来基準が作り上げた今を早すぎた夢の先へ導き続けてくれるから何度離れてそして巡り合っても君がいてくれるなら Never play on driving 駆け抜けろ
Alright, and with that intro out of the way, there isn't much left to do, but to type out this on my phone, confirm that I've written that correctly, tell you all that we're playing without DLC, and then we're ready to hit new game. So, this is going to be a speedrun. And it's probably going to crash at some point, which is why I'm going to save a lot. So I will be losing time for that already. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to explain for those who may have not seen the game yet. But other than that, I'm going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. With that just being my I started a timer sound effect. Don't worry, there won't be too many sound effects, except if I lose time. And at the very end. Alright. So, this game has IF as the protagonist. And I kind of want to see my notes, so I had to press that button. And we're in a world, a wasteland. And we'll correct time, because we found the history that has all of history stuff. And as you may or may not notice, the category says Halloween %. And what does that mean? Well, you see for yourself. Basically, AMD has made an update, which means all of the graphics in this game will look like this in the 3D sections. So, I have no idea how stable this actually is. I've only done one short New Game Plus run of it. But we'll be able to enjoy it for a while. But this is the reason that I will be saving a lot, because I do not know if it actually works. Or how well it works. The game starts with us just going through the tutorial dungeon twice, and I need to press the right button to do stuff. And, you know, this is a nap game, so we have a lot of cutscenes. So I will have plenty of time to talk. And I'll need to see what I actually say during that time. Now we go through the dungeon again after we found out that apparently, well, you know, there were some security robots back there, and now we just heard something and go back there. I think is what this part of the story is like. I've played through it so often, yet I do not know. But we'll actually get into our first fight. I will do that. We get more tutorials. And now we just need to clear it as fast as we can. I need to hit 2 at once. If I can in any way, shape or form. And of course we instantly get a second one. If you've seen any of the Rebirth games, the battle system should be pretty familiar to you. It's not much different, except that you see on the right side, there's this wonderful fever gauge. That will become important very quickly, because that's important. And that was my time for meaning my sound for behind and losing time. Because, you know... The first thing we'll see is during our first visit of Virtua Forest, which we will be visiting a lot, we'll try to get some herbs, so we can finish a quest without actually going back into the forest and grinding for it, but we can't really do much against it if we don't get it except exit the dungeon and get big in there. Of course, we get more cutscenes, tutorials. And now we unlock a wonderful feature. We can travel through time. Because, of course, we can. And how do we do it? We use our bike. This game introduces one new original character, Segami, the girl with the blue hair that fell from the sky at the beginning of the game. And aside from the Nep characters that obviously are in there, you will get to see the Sega Heart Goals. That's, well, as you may have guessed from the name, Sega Heart Goals. They are characters from Sega, from an anime called Sega Heart Goals. And I did not get any grass. That is bad. Or herbs. And those are anthropomorphized consoles. Here is basically one of the only glitches in the game. We jump over there, because that's totally how geometry works. You can't really tell well from all of the stuff, the textures being not colored well, but, you know, meh. In general, we meet the Sega Heart Goals one by one. That one is Sega Saturn, inspired by the Sega Saturn console, obviously. And I told myself that whenever I give away a quest, or report a quest, I'm going to save, because I do not know how stable this game is. I'm going to use file 36, why not? And I need to actually accept the next quest. A lot of the first part will be accepting quests, going into a dungeon, getting to the end, and moving back. You'll see me collect a couple of these coins. I need a bit of money during the run, but at some point we'll just get items that we can sell for a shit ton of money. Which will basically mean that we don't have to bother with money at all. But before that we're very tight on money, so I need to grab what I can. And then after I collected a couple of medals, we should have enough to last me a little bit. And you can listen out for the Mo cry pretty much after every quest that I hand in. That means that I lost time. And if you want to know how I'm doing compared to my PB, just ask. I don't have it on the layout because the other layouts didn't as well. If audio is off or anything, do tell me. Or anything else. I can't tell. I'm just a streamer. We're losing time. And we're gonna get Dogu's and Funny though. Which we're gonna use. Now we check the crate again and see what we get. Nothing. We got nothing. So we exit the dungeon and go back in. because I need 2 herbs, but I only got a life fragment. I'm going to battle this Dogu. We have 5 Dogus. Nice. That means I can just start going ham on them, because we need 4 to be killed for the quest. And then we're gonna kill this one as well, but I could escape. And then we need to re-enter the dungeon again. And break the crate again. And we did not get herbs again. Isn't it wonderful? This usually only takes 1 or 2 tries. I'm having really bad luck right here. Hey, herb times 2 directly. Wow. Alright, now we're good. Now I can report it. Mission report. And now we accept this one, which we needed the herbs for. And accept the next one. Quickly save, and move on. Alright. In this wonderful dungeon, we're going to be doing a detour for the first time. I'm gonna go to the left here. Pick up this box. To get an SP charger. Because in this game you have mana, SP, whatever you want to call it, which you need to use some abilities. And then, with that, with chargers you can restore them. And you kind of need a lot. And I think that I may have forgotten something here, but I can pick it up later. Or, basically, yeah. I forgot to pick up a life fragment that will help me. Oh, actually I got an additional life fragment, so I don't need to. Now we go into Virtua Forest again. And we do a little bit of a detour. Because we're also going to collect some awesome strength boosters, which are also overpowered. Because obviously they are. And we're going to use them to basically one-shot kill any boss. Unwanted encounters. Isn't it wonderful? Oh! That deals with that. We're gonna try to escape, which may or may not be successful. But Jesus, the enemies are really placed well today. And now we're gonna go up here. Pick this one, which is another 2 life fragments. Meme splits OP, please nerf. Oh, I would need to now hand this quest in if I wanted to be equal again, but, you know, that kind of would have required me to do good stuff. And there's also one thing that I just forgot. I need to talk to this guy, because as you may be able to tell on the top right, it says observation level. And by talking to certain chirpers and reporting quests, certain quests, you get points. And once those points reach a level of 100, you increase in level and the observation level, and we need to hit certain thresholds at some point. Because otherwise we cannot get some stuff that we need. Alright, jump down here, grab this, and jump up here. And we barely lost a little bit more time there, about 0.5 seconds. Could have gotten that. After this cutscene, obviously. Yeah, I don't have an eject button. Jeez, I need to remember this route. I haven't played it for too long. And save again. Now we need to kill some more bits. Or some more enemies rather. I'm gonna kill this guy. See how many bits there are. We can get 2 maximum and we need to kill 4. And once we kill them all, we escape. Because if we escape, the avatar stays there, and we can attack it again. And we only got 1. Tough luck. And then we escape again. And then we grab that as well. Kill that one as well and escape. And then we walk back out. That was about average luck, but you can obviously get 2 too. So that you get 2 and then 2 again. And we're still losing time. And rumor has it, the shortest split in the whole run. Because the quest is already finished by just watching this cutscene. And then we return.
Exotic butters.
And that may or may not have been the split for a gold split, the sound for a gold split. Alright, I already talked to the Virtual Forest, to the Rent-A-Cop Chirper, and now we just walk into Virtual Forest again. And trigger another event, which is over here this time apparently, or no, I'm stupid. Am I stupid? I don't know. Yes, I'm stupid. Because I know my route so well that I did not see the... Ugh. Wait, where's the event marker? Am I stupid? Am I stupid? Or did I not accept the quest? Mission info. Yeah, I did not accept the quest. I'm stupid. Rip time. So anyone that basically did anything below my PB probably already has all their dreams crushed. But we'll see about that. Actually, it would have been faster to just load the save here. Yep, I totally forgot to accept that mission. Well, that's about 90 seconds time loss, I would say. Because I was already confused because I didn't see the event marker over there, which you can't see now. But I'm stupid! And we lost that wonderful gold split time that we got. La, 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 la. The walk of shame. Saving this often kind of ruins everything. Because it ruins any kind of muscle memory I might have. And as you can see, we now meet Neptune from the past. And now time is starting to dissolve because we stopped the fight. And, well, Neptune tries to save us and crashes into us, and she fuses with our bike, obviously. Why wouldn't she? And now we have a talking bike. After this cutscene played out. Because who doesn't like a talking bike? And it's a wonderful eggplant color. Alright, next we will have to do some quest lines. And we basically need to meet Nepgear and Mega Drive and Dreamcast in the end as well. Where we need to just restore a little bit of time, because the time eater, which is the ultimate end boss in this game, is eating time and destroying it, and we need to fix it. More tutorials. We report our quest. And then we do arrive at Game Gear era. And we get more cutscenes. This soundtrack is played a lot during this run. More cutscenes. We need to talk to her, because there will be an event under her. We also need to talk to her to trigger to get some more observation level. And if I forget one chirper, we're already probably doomed. And now we do arrive at Mega Drive era. We ignore that just popped up. And now we need to not forget to pick up some more SP chargers, because otherwise we're doomed. Because any point of SP that we use is highly limited. Alright, and we can also talk to that chirper there. And you may see this is Futura Forest again, but this is Futura Forest in a different era, so other parts of the dungeon are unlocked. We're gonna avoid walking into that first, pick up the SP charger, as well as these these 3 life fragments. With that, we're basically good with life fragments, which are basically just backup. But life fragments obviously revive you, and if a party member dies and you did not expect it, it's kind of stupid, so you want to be able to revive them. But the battles are really tightly routed as well, so it usually already screws with you a lot more if you lose a character. But it shouldn't happen in general. Talk to him. Twice. Which gives us a little bit more observation points. And now we do party surrounded. After we save. And now we trigger this again. But there's plenty of time to be saved in this run, so... Even though I am currently 3 minutes behind, there is still a possibility of a PB, but I doubt it. I honestly doubt it. If we get any kind of crash, we're doomed anyway. But as you can see, we meet our good friend Neptune. I think we did that in the other cutscene already. I'm not sure. But we do meet up with Neptune. Wonderful conquest character. Neptune's data has been obtained. We go back, trigger another cutscene, and we'll barely lose time on this split. Only about 1 second, or 2 seconds actually. And there you just saw a quest get eaten. That's because we did not attend it quickly enough. Oh jeez. Well, this is an interesting dungeon. You usually would be able to tell where you're going, but it's kind of hard right now. At least in the beginning part, because it's a tube. And we meet Plutia, and Mega Drive, for a matter of fact. And obviously Plutia likes to sleep, so we accidentally drove over her, but she's fine. And she immediately falls in love with our net bike. But we just go back and report. And then we do the Gang Meets Game Gear. After we save. Are those colors of the dungeon true? Nope. The issue is why this split is called Wonderful Halloween %, because AMD drivers screwed up and result in this wonderful texture you see all over the place. And I can't change it. But we grab the SP chargers, admire the wonderful collision detection of this game, and walk to this event, which is quite long, and we'll get some prompts at the end of it. It does look interesting, but we don't have any idea of how stable it actually is, so the game may crash at any point in time. And yeah, basically AMD hates the Rebirth engine, so any game from Rebirth 1 onwards on the PC kind of screws the graphics up like this. I don't know if they maybe released another driver update today or so, then it may be fixed by now, but it's not been fixed for like a quarter of a year now. We're losing more time! And now we arrive at Dreamcast era. Where we go, see Uzumi and wonderful Dreamcast fighting. Also, Blue Dreamcast. I'll talk about that in a moment. And just turn away again, because we don't want to interfere with them. But that's a quest done. And as I said, wonderful Dreamcast is blue in this game, so she has a blue shirt and everything. That's because of the version differences. Because this game is different in the US than it is in Europe. In Europe, the Dreamcast always had a blue swirl. And now we do Help Map Gear. And we need to talk to the thoughtful rabbit chirper, which is under the construction guy. And in America, if you see someone else play the game, you'll most likely see an orange Dreamcast. Because in America, the Dreamcast always was orange. And now we do library chirpers. Talk to her a bunch. Do a safety safe. Talk to the class change chirper. Watch this event. And then we accept back to Dreamcast era. Then we talk to Mrs. Manuel and set the formation that we just learned. Then we party. Remember, remove Sega Saturn from the party. We buy some stuff. Namely 4 eject buttons and the weapons for Sega Me and Ive. Buy eject buttons 4, and then we try on you better weapon, and then we save. We go to Sega Saturn era and go into last blocks and do a little bit of farming here, because we need to actually get to class level 5 now. Oh Jesus, the battles. And we need to try to get as much fever as we can, at least 95%. Because once we have 100% fever, we can activate Fever Time. And Fever Time means the enemy does not get a turn, which is kind of useful when you're under level. So we just do a little bit of farming here to get our level up to just about where we need it to be. And we basically just slash the enemy as often as we can. Now we get a shit ton of level ups. And I kind of screwed up where I wanted to go. Because this dungeon looks so completely the same as you always.
あなたに私が止められるかしら
Depending on how these enemies move, I am going to not use it on 4 enemies. But if I have 5 enemies or more, then I can use one of Ife's skills, which gives a shit ton of fever because it hits all the enemies at the same time. And when you hit all the enemies, you get a lot of fever. I did not mean to collect that baseball, it shouldn't do any harm. These are 5 enemies, and they still get a turn before us because I did not get an attack in before. Demonic Inferno. And it did not one-hit kill them. Because obviously there's the magic pixel. And go for this. Alright, just 2 enemies. Alright. Which level are we at? Level 3. Class level 3. There's a wall here, believe me. Come on. Alright, that's just 4. That's not worth it. Also, by defeating enemies and in general dealing damage, you get SP back. So it's good to try to defeat the enemies with Ife or Segami, because those are the 2 that are going to use SP. Now we have 4 enemies again. Still class level 4. We need about 1 or 2 more levels. And obviously we only have 1 enemy here. And 1 enemy is not good, because 1 enemy means we only get a little bit of XP. But with these enemies here, we should be good. Should be able to defeat them like this. Still class level 4, that's as bad. We're going to lose a lot of time, but now that we have 100% fever, you see that fever starts spawning. Which means that we can now, if we collect it, the enemies will not have a turn. And now we have class level 5, and then we equip this class skills, which are you don't matter, and you neither, but I'm gonna equip them anyway. Alright, and we're there, item, eject button, eject. And that was a manual split, and we actually saved 10 seconds. And we're going to save. Compared to my PvP, we just saved 10 seconds. We want to buy technique patches for both Ife and Segami. Technique patches. And then we're going to save again. Because we're going to face our first battle. Our first boss battle. Just a moment. And I may or may not be able to do it properly. I've always struggled a little bit with it. But we'll see. And I need to probably... yeah, I need to charge Ife and Segami, because otherwise they cannot transform. Item, SP charger. You, and that should be about right for now, but I'm gonna pump you full, because you're gonna need it anyway. So this battle can go really well, this battle can go really badly, but we'll see. But we fight Dreamcast because we find her, she doesn't like us, and well, we do what we can. But yeah. We survive, she goes behind her and transforms. Flame Awakening. Do a couple of attacks. Pass. You go behind her. Sega 7 transform. Pass. Now, Neptune needs 2. Strength booster. Those 2. Do one more attack. Pick up the Fever Star. And you two just do attacks and charge. And we should be able to barely kill her. You just wait, so you don't do much damage. And we should be able to just kill her now. There we go. Alright. Ah, we lost 4 seconds, but that was not too bad. This fight can go way worse. And I took it quite slowly, as to not make too many mistakes. I still did make some mistakes, because I always try to tease it a little bit, but managed to not do it properly. I should have healed with Neptune, and then I could have given her one more turn. Everyone would have survived, or Neptune could have been killed. Neptune would have been fine to be killed. And I did not talk to Little Hunter, which I'm supposed to do. I'm in the wrong area. But that is important, because talking to Little Hunter actually unlocks this dungeon, which I can enter once, which will just trigger a cutscene. And then we can return. And report the quest. Then we'll watch these get eaten, and we need to quit out of the menu to go watch this cutscene. And then we can accept the next mission, where we'll meet Uzume. Uzume. I accepted the wrong quest, so I'm going to load wherever I saved last. I have a feeling that this is back to Dreamcast era. Well, alright. Yep. Did we buy stuff already? Yes, we did. So we just do our fight. That's when you try to go fast. That's what happens when you try to go fast. At least we can fight this battle a little bit better now. But that doesn't really matter anymore. Whoopsie daisies. But we still need to SP charge her a little bit. And then we'll get to it. And that's why you don't believe in runs until they are done. We're 6 minutes behind at this point, and the clock is still ticking. You do you. You Flame Awakening. Attack a couple times. Pass. You go behind Sega's head and transform. And attack a couple times. Pass. You strength booster on those two. And then you do healing pot. Or yeah, on her. And then Neptune can die, please. Alright, now I get these extra attacks. And I can charge.
何をしようかな。
And I need to go behind her. That was stupid. But this way,
さて、いいところで回ってきた
this
かも。
was a little bit bad because no one saw that and just pick that up.
行くよ。
And pass turn, and you can attack her. Messing stuff up.
私の番だね。
Isn't it amazing?
いいところで回ってきた。いつでも行けるわ。セガサターンの力。ようやく私の出番。いつでも行けるわ。私が
Alright.
負けるなんて。
This is still awful.
ちょっと悪く。
Hence the no. But that's what happens. That's why I do safety saves. This was an awful run. Ba-ba-na-na. Ba-da-na-na-na. And this time we can talk to him quicker. Or her, little hunter. Don't know if it's a he or a she.
ここに決まりね。
Wait for this to happen. Oh, there was a prompt I did not expect. Alright, now we report the quest. Now I'm gonna save before I accept the quest, after we watch the cutscene. Because I don't want to be accepting the wrong quest again. And now I accept Convince Uzumi.
さあ行きましょう。
And in here, we go into
目的地は決まったわ
Nakara's
ね。
control ruins. And we do have plenty of SP right now. And we fight 2 very specific battles to get our... This is only 5 enemies. 5 enemies is okay. It's a little bit few, but it's okay. To get as much out of this as we can.
どうしパウダメパウダメ。これで終わり。ここで終わらせます。いいところで回ってきたかも。
Can't reach.
何をします。とどめは私の出番。
Alright.
ますます高性能になっちゃいます。
Usually these should be killed just by the 2 demonic infernos, but we had a little bit of bad luck there.
とにかく今日とは言わないよね。
This time it should be a lot better, and we even got 5 enemies.
闇に沈め。
And those 2 survive, that's okay.
どうする？どうする？ここで終わらせます。ようやく私の出番。
Alright.
ますます高性能に。
And then we trigger the event. Jeez. Alright. Gonna lose a little bit of time on this split again, but not as much. Maybe 10 seconds or so. I don't know. We'll see. But now we met up with Uzumi, asked her what's up. She basically doesn't know either. And now we accept we're good for now. Uh,
さあ行きましょう。
need to talk to this guy. Because the event marker is under him. Ba-da-la-la-la-la.
元の時代に戻るわよ。
And now we died to the time meter. Because we kind of are out of missions and don't know what to do, so we just try to kill the time meter that has been bothering all this time. If we were to defeat the time meter right now, we would get bad ending, but You know, we kind of don't want the bad ending. And it would be hard to defeat him anyway. Remove everyone but Ive. And then we talk to Segami. And we hope that the game does not crash. Because it sometimes does that. Does the time meter sprite load? That is the question. Yes, it does. That's a good sign. I'm gonna say that, but we might still die. Who knows? Doesn't he look amazing? So black and red and nothing at all like anything. And we lost 5 seconds on that split. That's okay. And we're about 8 minutes behind. So our current target time is 1. So predicted time by life split is 1:34. Bam battle lamp, lam bam battle lamp, lam bam battle lamp dam. And we resurrect because, however, we don't know. Segami falls from the sky again, and it looks like we're in a time loop. And so we just talk to Histy again, who's the librarian of this library. Nep is still on our bike for some reason, which is never explained why. But the history is still restored that we restored, so that's good. So we accept the next quest, which will be Watchmen. That is kind of a hidden story quest. You need to do it for true ending. Since we're going for true ending, we're gonna do it. Alright, we're gonna accept CG Watchmen, so I'm stupid there. Or GC. GG. Minyo. We want to do that when we're there. And we should go into Game Gear, alright? We're actually doing a Game Gear quest. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna say party member. Segami please, and Netgear. And Neptune. We go left. Good thing that I noted that down in my notes, because this dungeon does not look familiar at all. You climb up here. It's so cool that you can see which walls you can climb up and so. We kill all of these guys. We sadly only got 2 of the strange persons, which are the ones we need to defeat, but kind of can't change that. Alright, we also want to get 100% fever with the second fight. Alright. Now we jump down here, and since I'm a little bit slow, the enemies are not where they're supposed to be. But we only got 2 of them, which is stupid. Which means we'll have to kill one and escape. But escaping in this one can be really, really tricky. So we'll see where we're gonna be left at. But we seriously can only need to escape, because otherwise we need to re-enter the dungeon, and that takes ages. And we need to kill at least one of the strange persons. Otherwise we might get into problems. Don't kill my characters. Don't kill. And that's why you have life fragments. This is gonna be bad. Like, seriously bad. Alright, you're gonna try to escape. Please be successful. This is bad.
どうしたものかしらね。
Like, seriously bad. I'm gonna kill the other strange person off as well. Because I think the pulse shell... Don't you... Don't you freaking dare!
いつでも行けるわ。
Need to escape. Escape where? This might be very, very bad. This is bad.
いいところで回ってきたかも。
You're not supposed to waste as many life fragments here. But I'm kind of in a tough spot.
さて、どうしたものかしら。どうしようかな。いいところで回ってきたかも。意識が。
I'm out of life fragments.
どうしようかな。
And this, is, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call RNG. And I'm happy that I survived. Jesus Christ. That was close.
もらってね。
Too close.
私の番ね。
Too close for any kind of comfort. I'm gonna actually move here,
飛ぶわ。
collect that gem, because that gem is SP worth. And as I noted before, we need as much SP as we can. I doubt that I can escape, but I might as well try at this point, because we finished the quest.
ずっと私のターン。
We really need to get out of here.
どうしようかな。さて、どうしたものかしら。
This is a fight that is very hard to run from,
闇に沈む
and it
し。
sucks.
やるよ。
Jeez. Fever grind of menu on escape, remove Ive. Remember, remove Ive. Nab and Netgear. And then we set skills, which we don't have yet. Dreamcast. It's skill on Dreamcast. Dreamcast, where are you? There you are. That's what I wanted to do. SP charge Sega me to 200 plus, and then we eject.
現代に戻るわ。
Jesus Christ, I hate this quest. Accept Mega Drive's arrival. Now we can accept this quest.
さ、行くよ。
This was horribly bad luck.
さ、行くよ。
But we're still going.
それ、それ。
As you may have noticed, I removed all the characters from my party, except for Segami, which is why she's the leader now as well. And you may be wondering, wait, Mega Drive's arrival? Doesn't that sound like some kind of boss fight? Also, I kind of forgot to pick up that item there.
それと。
Come on. That's another strength booster, which we need. But you'll soon see, Segami has a very overpowered attack. Now that we have Dreamcast. There's another save point here, which I'm going to gladly use. Damn it, now I saved on the other save file. Whatever was there. Rip whatever was on that save file. Alright. You're gonna see Fever Time again. And I need to very carefully look for my notes. I must not move at the beginning. Otherwise, I have a problem. Alright, let's do this fight. Segami has an ability which causes her to not die from the first attack against her. I need to strength boost myself, take the fever and transform. That's the important part. I need to transform. And then start moving. Pick up the fever star, go behind her, and end my turn with a charge. This way, I save as much of the fever time as I can. Otherwise she would get another turn against me and kill me. We lost 26 seconds on that, but this fight can really screw you up if you don't follow the general idea of that strat. If you start moving too early, you're screwed. Next quest. Gonna do some more quests. Followers of Game Gear. Which is another of the True End quests, or one of the quests leading to the events of the True End. Followers of Game Gear. For that, we obviously go into the Game Gear area again. Nope, that's not where I want to go. But the dungeon is hidden under Neptune. Neptune. Alright. And then we accept our scary monsters. And then we go into Panic Cave. And then we party. Remember, we add Icebeck, Neptune, and Nepgear. And do not walk into these guys. We're not gonna grab anything from the left side there this time. But still on this cliff. Oops. Gonna grab a strength booster. Which once again is invaluable. Now we're gonna be forced into a fight for the quest that we accepted. And we just need to kill whatever we can. And fever grind a little bit to get our fever back up where it's supposed to be. And you may or may not be able to tell, but this is a healing Dogu, so we need to try to take it out first. And I can't attack the heal Dogu. I can't kill it yet. It's too bad. And now it healed them, and healing is bad. Alright. Charge to kill it. And kill it. That does that. Alright. Basically it doesn't matter what happens now, unless my characters die. Which really shouldn't happen. Like, seriously, should not happen in any case. But I don't want to test my luck. I'm kind of out of life fragments. Come on. It said I did not want to... Neptune is gonna be a little bit behind now, but that should not be a problem. Neptune is like the character I don't care much about. Jesus, that sucks. It sucks! And we lost 30 seconds on that split. I'm so good in this game. But we still have 6 minutes buffer. I said anything sub 140 will be okay for me. predicted time currently is 1:38. There's still a little bit we can save. Depends on if we keep our pace or not. La la la, la la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Alright, we report the quest and then say assistance completed in Game Gear. Which is another cutscene quest. We'll just talk it up with Neptune. Find out that there's some stuff not good with the followers of both of them. And bad stuff is going to happen soon, TM. La 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 la. More cutscenes. And after reporting this quest, I'll save again.
Exotic butters.
That was a gold split. And now we do Mega Drive. What's next? Under Mario. I should write that into my notes. You guys have been so quiet! All your fancy activity points are running away. Obviously we lose time here again. And accept Battle Mega Drive. Just the next boss fight. Which is why I'm going to save. Now we're gonna go into MJ Box. Menu, game settings, and we turn on weak enemies and EXP boost. And we turn on status, hazard SP recovery, max out fever. Should only be 1 or 2 battles. And you are not yet on that. Okay, this is alright. Depending on what kind of battles I get, this should be okay. This is 4 enemies, which is stupid. But we are able to easily get our 100% fever. I meant to flee. Because we don't actually need to fight them anymore. Come on. Seriously? Just fight. Whatever. Wait, there are more enemies behind there. I did not see that. That is stupid. Don't kill her now. Thank you. Because of Halloween, I kind of couldn't see the enemies behind there. Because I could have just used Demonic Inferno here. Oh, that is stupid. Kill it. Alright. And kill it as well. Don't you dare! I hate this game sometimes. I kind of need her to be at least a little bit above that. Alright, let's save again. Alright, party, only Sega me. Wait, which level is she? She's level 20. Doesn't she need to beat level 25 at this point? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% certain if this is how this is supposed to go. I'll know once I win or lose the boss fight. But we're gonna lose some time here, most definitely. Alright, get ready to lose some time. She needs to be 20. She needs to be level 20, not 25 here. So 20, and she is level 20, and that is okay. Alright. Plutia transforms into Iris Heart, and someone has been controlling her for a while now, and we did not know that. But now we know. I moved. I just moved. This is bad. I will probably lose this. Because I moved. Strength boost yourself. Move behind and charge. I need to grab this. And I am not getting that one charge off. Now we Dream Rush. Last turn. Dream Rush. Last turn. This is bad. And this is now using more than it should be. I have used way more of the fever time that I should. This was bad. Because, as I said, I moved. Alright. Now we go back to the library. And class change Mega Drive. So we unlock a skill for her. Which is going to be slightly useful. Maybe a tiny bit. I'm not sure. Only makes it so we deal about triple damage with the next attack. Or some other arbitrary amount more. But it's overpowered. And we're gonna abuse the hell out of it. Nope, that no is not part of the game. That is just because my splits are moving on and I am behind and am losing time. I did not expect to actually lose this much time over the course of the run, but you know, I'm not that good at it. I'm rusty, haven't played it for a while, but whatever. It's just whenever that happens. Skillbuster. Now we accept the quest visiting Dreamcast. Visiting Dreamcast. And for that, we're going to the dungeon that takes the longest to load. And is quite laggy. You can really feel the delay between me pressing the button and her jumping. But it doesn't matter, as long as it doesn't crash. Ba ba ba. We just talk to her, talk about her that she's been fighting with Uzumi. We don't like that. So we tell her to not do that. And now we accept Game Gear Angry Believers, which is another story mission. Which is under this chip. And we find out that the people are starting to revolt. And, well, Nepgear and Game Gear kind of need to start working together. Or they could work together, or they can fight each other to decide who's better. because Game Gear and Neptune both have followers, and they kind of don't like each other. So stuff is happening and stuff goes past, and we don't really care. So we just return and get them both to join our party, because before they've only been clones, now they are the actual persons. Alright, visiting Uzume. This will be in the Makaras control rooms. And we need to wait for the event to move over. Wait for it. And now we need to party member IF and Segami. Charge I 400 plus SP and Segami 360 plus SP. Alright, that should be good. And we just kill the first avatar here to get our... That's bad. Did not mean to run into them. To get some fever back. I can't reach. And depending on how many enemies we get, we can just fill our fever up completely with the next fight over here. Why do you have to be right next to the event trigger and then ambush me? This is really bad. Segami is paralyzed, that doesn't really matter. And you can Demonic Inferno. Can I hit all of them? Yes, I can. And that almost kills them. She can't move, and she survives the first attack that would have killed her otherwise. And now... we've got stuff. Jesus Christ. But we filled up our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful fever again, which we needed. Segami almost died, but she didn't because she has an ability that lets her survive, but it worked in the end. Now we get the quest starting back up. We're 13 minutes behind by now. Starting back up. Which just means visiting this dungeon once again. But damn it. Already have 100% fever, so I don't need to do anything else on this one. And that should save me a little bit of time on this split. Might actually also be a gold split.
Exotic butters.
That was a gold split. Pledge your allegiance. And we want to go and put Mega Drive and Segami in our party. Party member you out, and Mega Drive in there. And now we need to check they're both charged. And Segami goes behind Uzume, strength boosts herself, transforms, charges to end her turn. And then Mega Drive charges Segami with her spell, grabs the Fever Star and passes her turn. Then Segami uses Dream Rush, passes, Mega Drive charges Segami, and she uses Dream Rush again. And we choose Dreamcast, fight Uzume. Alright. Don't fail this now. You move behind, strength boost self. Transform into Dreamcast. And charge. You charge Segami. You charge Segami. Grab the Fever Star and pass your turn. You use Dream Rush. Pass your turn. You charge her. Last turn. You Dream Rush. And she's dead. Just about 12 seconds lost. Alright. Alright, after the fight, we re-enter the... oh wait, we enter the ruins. Charge Segami to 190, which she is at. And party member, we want Ife. And Ife needs to be charged, I think. Ife needs to be charged just a little bit. And then we can use that to get our fever back up. And Segami needs to be level 25. Which she should be easily though. And she is, indeed. And I still need to charge her a little bit more. You should... yeah, she has enough. Let's hope for a lot of enemies. That should be enough. Oh, we already have 100 fever. God damn it. Item checked out. Set Sega Saturn replay. Which is where it starts to go to the true end path. After which. Alright. We're gonna accept, or after reporting that, we accept Sega Saturn replay. And then we say party. Member. Only her. And trigger this fight. And we need to pick Neptune to fight Sega Saturn. And we strength boost, Dreamblade special, and we should be good. Strength booster, charger, pick Neptune. We could fight the other one if we wanted to, but Sega Saturn is the better one to fight because of different stats. Alright. She attacks first, she goes behind her, strength boost herself, Dreamcast transform, and just charge. You charge her pass. No, pick up the FIFA Star. Then pass your turn. You use Dreamblade special and pass your turn. Or actually, you should be good to charge her down. That's a little bit of a bummer, but that should kill her. There's a little bit of a range. We got the magic pixel, so... but we lost a minute on this split. I have no idea how we lost a minute. Yeah, we did one additional fight. That's probably it. We get more cutscenes because we've basically seen what happened there. And now we're going on to the true end path. Which is why we're going to talk to Segami. He's going to tell us that she's been fighting the Time Eater a bunch now. Or, no, that's not yet revealed. But she wants to fight him and change the past for the better. before we fight him. Now we talk to this trooper until we get to events with Segami, which basically is where she confesses to us. And we also meet Jenny. Genesis. One of the other Sega hot girls. Representing the Mega Drive that went to America and became the Sega Genesis. It could have been done in 5 minutes, but it won't be. Hey, talk more. We need to talk more. And now, Segami gets a little bit mad because I've had talked to Report. And then we accept Sega Saturn and play it again. Nep. Play it again. Nep. We replace Uzumi with Ive, or actually I think this just means party member. This shall become Ive. And then we shop. I lost my train of thought there. Strength booster twice, and all the hero drinks we can get. We fever grind in DC Troll Ruins. Dreamcast 4 ruins. To get our fever back up. Which means item PSP charger 2, we're gonna get you up there. And you to that point. Let's hope for a lot of enemies. That's only 4, that is bad. Because the more enemies we hit, the more damage we deal, obviously. Okay. We kind of are a little bit on a tough spot here because the enemies need some time to respawn. So we're gonna exit out. If I had done everything correct, then I wouldn't have needed to eject out because I would have had enough fever to get this. But enemies did not like us. But now we're full. Party member Segami Ive. Mega Drive needs to have 100 SP. So we hero drink her up. And Segami is 190 plus, and then we eject out. Item, eject them out. And then we go for Sega Saturn. To finish the next story mission. Alright, we have about a minute from now for this split. I was thinking about this. The event was over there, but it isn't. La 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 la. And we should need 1 charged Dreamblight special and 1 normal Dreamblight special for this. Need so long. Ba, ba, ba. Why did the music stop? Oh, I forgot that the music stopped there. Alright. Basically, we now have just a couple of boss fights in front of us until we get to the final boss. And then the run should be over. Unless we do some stupid mistakes again. Strength boost self. Dreamcast transform. Charge. You charge her. Pick up that. And pass on. You, Dreamblade Special, and normal Dreamblade Special. And she's not dead. Which is just stupid, but I need to live with it. Charge should do it. And that obviously wasted a lot of fever again. And we lost about 40 seconds there. Alright. This is bad luck. RNG really was bad in this run. Oh well. More cutscenes. And we must not accept the wrong quest here. I did that once and that kind of screwed me up. Screwed me over, screwed me up. Alright, we want to go party. Remember, we want to have Ife in here again. Ife, Sega me Mega Drive. And we go into the shop. Right, Parallaxine 1, 2 Reflex, 1 Tough Mill, and then all hero drinks. As many as we can. Only 2. Okay. Except Mega Drive for the real battle. The real battle. And then we fever grind in MJ box here. I'm really tight on Mega Drive 50, Segami has enough, okay. And that's 4 enemies, that's not worth it. Wow. Just give me more enemies. That's not more enemies. We need a lot of fever. But otherwise we're unable to defeat that boss that's coming up. Which, no spoiler intended, will be Iris Heart. Just give me more enemies! Ah, that's okay. Well, that's good, actually. Alright. Should be able to get just enough out of one more Demonic Inferno fight. Yep, this should be good. Yep, this is good. Alright, we need to check our party and change it back to Mega Drive and Sega Me only. Party member I've out. And now this fight is also heavily RNG dependent again, because Iris Heart can inflict some nasty status effects in the first turn. If that happens, we'll have to go divert from my normal strategy, and I've never actually had that happen, but I have the notes written down for it, so we'll see. Alright. Let's hope that does not happen.
ようやく私の番ね。
Alright,
どうしよう。
so strength booster, self, transform,
よし、こうなったら。
and then you can do charge attack.
ここは任せてもらお
You
う。
charge Sega meat. No fear, take this.
畳みかけるぞ。
Last turn, you Dream Blade special. Last turn,
私
you
の番だ。
charge her.
ドリームキャストの力を。私が先に生かさ
And
れ
she's
る
dead. Actually, I should have just done a normal Dream Blade special and not a charged one.
レベル
And we lost another 50 seconds, so we're now 15 and a half minutes behind. So there's still about 20 minutes of run ahead. Approximately. It's gonna be interesting to see who wins the bet.
現代に戻るぞ。
Alright, now we're gonna save. We accept this era's enemy is not Nepgear's Rotko. Because Nepgear's Rotko is the quest that kind of advances the story and has a couple of hard battles, and we don't want to fight those yet. Alright, so this era's enemy is... We go back into the shop, we sell stuff, Pluteus CPU top parts, then we buy 3 to 5 strength booster Z, maximum minus 10 hero drinks, so maximum minus 10, then we do the quest, which is in the Dreamcast era. Well, we'll use a menu to item, hero drink, you guys up, and we add Ive to our party. Alright, and then we just do the quest here. We're getting close to the end. There's still the possibility that I can crash or do something stupid that causes me to lose a lot more. Next we do another little bit of shopping, because this quest gives us it does give us a good amount of money again, or actually no, it does not. But we accept Nepgear's road call. But we still have a bunch of money over, because we didn't buy 10 of them. Try on, and we buy armor for Segami and Ive. Then Mega Drive as well. And he gets Arc Anklet, and Ive and Segami get the Silver Anklet. Alright, then we do another save. Because now are kind of very hard fights. I'd say the hardest fights of the entire run, because of how complicated they can be. And the cutscene is in front of it, so you lose a lot of time if you die. You lose time if you die anywhere, but especially here. And I managed to lose a run to this already, so... Not that we already have an awful time or anything, but... Alright. Okay, this is... You usually use the colors of these guys to denote who you're actually going to attack. This may or may not end up being really, really, really bad.
私の番ね
I've strength boosts on Segami and passes.
やるよ
You transform into Dreamcast,
変身
and then you Dream Rush. I hope this is the blue one. I do not know,
次は誰
but there's a chance that it was not, so I may be getting paralyzed.
私の番だな
Charge Segami
でも
pass.
いけるわ
You Hero Drink her up. Oh yeah, it was skill sealed.
力を
So
見せてあげる
oh no, never mind. It's all fine.
次は誰
Skip. But yeah, they can, as you can see, they can do some status effects, and we do not want those status effects.
私の番ね
You Hero Drink on her again.
何を
Pass.
しようかな
And I actually need a shit ton of fever at the end of this fight as well. Dream Rush, you again.
ここは
So
任
in
せ
the
てもら
next
お
fight,
ういつでもいけるわ
I will be getting a bunch of fever,
何
also
を
like
しよう
that.
かな
Dream Rush, that guy.
ハードにレベルアップ
Alright, that was the first part. At the end of the next fight, I need to be at 100% fever for the final fight. Otherwise I have to do another fever grind session, and that would take way too long. And we don't want that. Alright, let's see if I can do this quickly. Save just a little bit of time at the end here. I have a feeling the blue one is the one on the right side there. You just charge Segami, pass, you strength booster Segami, Segami Dreamcast transform, you Dream Rush on hopefully the blue one. You charge on her, you Hero Drink on her to restore some SP, and then you can do another Demonic Inferno just so we can get enough fever. But this is now definitely enough fever. You Dream Rush any of them, skip. You charge on her, skip. You Dream Rush any of them. You charge her, skip. You can skip as well, and then I can just Dream Rush, and we're done. And that definitely filled up our SP. And we saved 7.2 seconds here. I like it. Now we just need to quickly do the final quest where we need to talk to a chirper. And then we're done. True end. And that means we need to talk to this guy. First we need to talk to Uzumi up there, and then we need to talk to Uzumi down here. And I love this CG, it's the favorite one from this game. My favorite one from this game. We're just about to end, so if you're just hopping in, you missed out on an awful run because I had awful RNG. One last, or second to last time that we ever get to hear that. Alright, and now we don't need to talk to anyone else, just to Segami, or no other quest. We just talk to her, and see that the outside world has been rebuilt because we changed all of the past. And everything is better now, no one has been fighting. Alright. So we just enter the tutorial dungeon one more time. Remember, remove Ive. And then we just need a tiny bit more SP. And there's a save point right at the end of this dungeon for a reason. Should have stayed with 145. Yeah, yes, should have. Alright. I'm just gonna quickly save here. And I'm gonna start typing bat end. Bat end. I can still screw this up. I once was at this point and said I can't screw up anymore. I literally can't screw up anymore. Then I screwed up and lost a PB. But it can happen. Alright. Mega Drive uses a strength booster on Sega Me and charges her. Alright. Then, alright, you use that on her, charge her. You, grab the Fever Star, transform. Use a Dreamlight special, skip your turn, you charge her, skip turn, you Dreamlight special him, skip turn, you charge her, skip, you Dreamlight special him, time end. It's not a PB. And now the game may crash, or it may not crash. I don't know. It tends to do that after killing the time eater. But the final time is 1:38:56. Very bad RNG. Very bad time. But I also played very badly. So I really screwed up. This should have been way faster. And that was not my split sound, that was my it's not a PB sound. So yeah. I'm gonna let this play out, because it's the true end, after all. And in the true end, of course, there's some fan service. And yeah, it ended up being perfectly stable. So far, Halloween Percent has crashed less than the normal game for me. Everyone is happy, and they should move back to their eras, and they will disappear, and blah, and that's bad, and blah. But there will be a very good CG, because fan service and true end. They all disappear. They gone. Da, 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 da. Alright. Wrong button. Wrong button. Right button. This is one of my favorite scenes in the game. Because she thinks Neptune is gone because she was fused with her bike and now she's no longer. And suddenly she's back. Nani? Segami basically is the goddess as well, because Sega, Megami, Segami, because she's the bridge between the Sega Heart Girls and the goddesses, Megami, totally coincidental, that name, totally. That was a good acid trip. I most definitely wouldn't mind another one. Well, if the chat wants it, I can throw in 15 minutes of Bad End run. New Game Plus Bad End, because we got the true end. Why not get the Bad End? Oh, the irony. I love this CG.
せっかく気ままな一人旅に戻れると思ったのに。とか言って、愛ちゃんも寂しかったくせに。やけに独り言多かったし。聞いてたの？壁に耳ありバイクにネプありだよ。わけのわからないことを街に着いたら、それじゃあ最初の目的地はさ。
Alright. Don't worry, after the credits there'll be a good amount of fan service. But let's listen to this song.